Hello everybody, this is Eric, Redjet 505 and RC Monster Garage. What we're doing today is I'm gonna show you guys how to use the charger. All the chargers all work exactly the same no matter what brand, but very important to know the size of the battery and how to program the charger so you're not gonna have any fires with your battery. So let's start. I'm using it for this purpose, the Electron Pro charger. Now the Electron Pro is very good charger. You can charge any kind of battery on it, from nickel metal to nickel metal, naked, and you can do also lipo. You can do the lipo high voltage. You can do a lot of different batteries. You can also do discharge with it, and you can see the battery rate. So let's start. So you have the charger. Before we even plug it to the electricity, let's see what to do. You have the battery balancer. This battery balancer is very important to see how much power left on your lithium batteries. So this will get plugged over there, and you need to make sure that this small tooth on the top going in over there and push it all the way. This is one. Then make sure the other part is secure in, and you're good with that. Then you have your another plug. This is a multi-plug that have on it the IC3. It's EC3, IC3 is the same plug. Then you have the XT60, and then you have the DIN. Okay, the DIN, you have a cover, so it's not going to touch any metal in short while charging. So let's cover it back. Then of course, common sense. Red go to red, black go to black. Negative is black, red is the positive. Now you have the charging cable, and most charger come with two cable, one of those and one of this weird thing. Now what is this? So this is very important. This is going to be a plug for your car. Those two crocodiles, they're going to go on your car battery, and then you don't use the wall charger, you use the battery from your car, and you just plug this in here, and you put those two terminals on your car battery. You cannot use your cigarette lighter because you will melt the wires in your car, so do not do that. If you need to do anything else, what you can do is make an extension for this and run it through your car, and actually from your battery you're going to put here two terminals, actually plug it to your battery, and you can actually make an extension with this plug all the way into your car if you need to charge it inside of your car. But you definitely, and you need to have a fuse between, you cannot do it directly from your cigarette lighter. Okay, so let's put this aside because most guys will charge the battery at home. So you plug your cable right there all the way through. After you did that, then you have to plug it to the wall. I'm gonna plug it to the wall, and then if you look at this, it's have about 5-second cycle. And what happened, it's actually checking that everything is working, and now it's turned on and ready to go. Now let's start with batteries. When I sell the Rovers, the inspection vehicle, or any of the other cars, everything works exactly the same. So let's look at two batteries that we got here. We have two different batteries. If you look at both of them, you will see that the top battery say 11.1 volt. The bottom battery will say 7.4 volt. Both of those batteries are 5200 milliamp. This is going to be the capacity of the battery. And then we have over here the 35C and then the 50C. This is the discharge rate. And this is kind of for the purpose of charging, it's not really that important. Now, usually you're gonna do it for 1 amp for every 1000, so this can get charged at 5.2 amp. If you go to 6 amp, still nothing will happen, you're still safe. Now this is where it gets difficult. After you charge with those, and you have to charge one of those X-Fly battery, for example, from Red Cat Racing, and this one is a nickel metal hydride, NiMH nickel metal hydride, 7.2 volt. Now let's start with the lipo and then go to that. Okay, so when you look in here, you're gonna have your XT60 plug. I'm gonna plug the XT60 to my battery. Now we have here the 7.4 volt. Then the 7.4 volt monitor will get connected over here to the plug that it's fit. It's 3 wires, so it's going to be 3 prongs, and this is where it's going to go. This is going to be our 2 cell, and now it's connected. Now we're going to go here. Those chargers are really common sense, so you have to pay attention. You have the battery type, and then it says stop. Okay, ignore the stop. Battery type, we already on lipo, so we want to start. So you have enter and start over here. We're going to enter, and now we see something that say lipo battery, but it's a balanced charge. Balanced charge will take longer time, and you want to do that once in a while to balance the cells. But I don't want to do a balanced charge right now. I want to actually charge the battery. Then you have a status button. On the status button, you're going to press until you're going to see charge. Now you have here the storage. The storage will drop the battery to a storage mode. Then you have discharge and in watt rate, and then you're gonna have charge. Okay, press again the start. So you have charge, you already showing you on the screen, but then you have to change the value. This is 1 cell. We have 2 cell battery because it's 7.4, and usually there is a small code here on the battery that will say 2S. I don't know if the camera will catch it. 2S 5200. So we know here that this need to go to 2S. So we're going to press the start, the enter, and then we're going to change this value to 2 cell. This is very important because later we're going to change the value to 3 cell for this battery. Okay, so this is very important what I'm doing right now. Now you press enter again, and then it jump over here to the milliamp. We're going to increase it to 5200, and then it's going to be at 5.2 amp. So this is going to be the last press. Now it's blinking and it's not charging. It's doing absolutely nothing. We're going to hold the button for 2 seconds, and now it starts charging. Now let me explain how to read this and how to know if your batteries are ready, sometime even before they're completely charged. So right now we have the amp over here. It's how fast you're charging. It's climbing from 1.8A, it's amp, and it's going to climb up. It's going to go up and down to charge the battery safe. The voltage that it's pushing into your battery is 8.3 volt. The battery is 7.4 volt, so right now it's have to push a higher voltage in order to charge your battery. Then we got here the time. This is the time that it takes to charge. This is how you can monitor if your battery is good enough, fast, you can charge it. Then this is very important. Those numbers is the milliamp hour that's fitting into your battery. So this battery is 5200 milliamp. It's not going to be here 5200. It's probably going to get to 39 or sometime even 5000. But you have to pay attention to this, to how much you drain the battery, and this is how much you're going to put into the battery. Now this will be, when you go into your gas station, the amount of gallons that fit into your car. Okay, so just so you know. Now we have here the status bar. If we press right now the status bar, we will have those weird C's. Those C's, those are per cell, how much voltage there is per cell. You can see here right now that it's 419 and 419. Whoops. And 419 and 419, they both balance pretty well. It means that the battery is almost full. When the battery is empty, it will be at about 3.6 volt each one. Okay, so this is very important. Now the other one that shows 0 will be 0 because we're using 2 cells, so we have only cells 1 and cells 2 charging right now. Okay, this is how you see like how much the battery is getting charged. Now you can plug your battery in, start a charge, and go over there and see if you have like 3.2 or whatever. Then you have a problem and you have to charge the battery, and please do not use it because you're going to ruin your battery. Whenever it's going to finish charging, automatically it's going to beep and it kind of stop the charge, and then it will wait for you to come and disconnect it. Now if I disconnect it right now, look what will happen. If I'm breaking the circuit, right away it will tell you that it stopped working. Okay, and this is very important to know, and if something happened and you see this, it means something happened to your battery. Now this was battery that is a 2-cell. Now let's go and charge a 3-cell, and I'm gonna start a 3-cell charge actually from an error. So what do? We hear and we have that happen to us. So what we do next? So we're gonna move to a different battery. We're gonna move to a 3-cell battery right now. So we're gonna just press the enter button once, and then we're gonna go to the battery type again. Now the battery type again that we have here is a little bit different, because right now what we got here is 5200 milliamp 3 cells. It's a 3S lipo battery. So we're gonna go here and press the enter again, and then the S is blinking, and we're gonna increase it to number 3. Just jump one more time to 52 and jump one more time to 5200. Then we're gonna plug our battery. Whoops, we need this one. And this is where it's very simple, because it's exactly what we did at the beginning, but this connector will connect at number 2 because it's 3 cells, so it's connected number 2 prone. I'm gonna hold it, and now it starts charging. But I would like to show you something different over here. Now, since this battery is a little bit empty, when I'm gonna press it, you will see that the cells are actually running a little bit different. So this jump right now, you see it's jumped the cells. They are, whoops, they're running 3.83, 3.83, 3.83. So now you have 3 of them running, and they are very low. It means that the battery is empty, so we need to charge it in order for it to work better. Okay, so this is very simple how to charge this type of battery, the 3S, and it's very important because usually on my inspection rover I use those for the light. I use the big battery, so please pay attention. If you have this, it's usually going to be the top battery, so make sure that you plug it to the light. Okay, now let's move on and shut it off. And now we're going to go to a nickel metal battery. So we're going to disconnect right now what we did so far. And for this battery I need an adapter. This is an adapter for Red Cat Racing, and what I'm going to do, I'm just going to plug it in. It's plugged with the DIN connector, and then I'm going to plug it right there, because this is another battery that there is in most of the vehicle that we're selling. This is the run battery. Make sure it's plugged all the way. Then you're going to go here to battery type. Now it's on lipo. If you press it again, it's going to have LiLo, life, lipo high voltage, nickel metal hydride. This is what we got here. We go here to the nickel metal hydride, and this one is a 2000 milliamp battery. We're going to press it again, and now the amp hour will go up. So we're going to bring this thing up to 2 because it's 2000, although you can charge it a little bit higher. I'm showing right now how you're supposed to have it. And we're gonna go here and press enter again and hold it 2 seconds, and now it starts charging, and that's it. You don't have to do anything. Now you don't have any status here. The status actually just gonna show you where it's gonna stop and the input voltage. That's it. So now when this thing gonna be completely charged, the charger will beep. But the important thing is to make sure that you see here nickel metal hydride when you charge this type of battery. When you charge the other battery, you have to see lipo. That's it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And if you have any question or comments, please write it below, and please share this video with all your friends. Most of those chargers, no matter what brand they are, the buttons always work exactly the same. They never change it. This is one thing that they kept unique with all the charger. They all work exactly the same. It's too bad they don't do the same with the plugs, but this is how it's work. This is Eric at RC Monster Garage. This is just for my customers so they can know how to use those chargers. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and share. And we put a couple other videos in the link below that you can actually look to see other cool stuff. Bye.